Hello, and welcome to the Midweek Metal Podcast. This is a podcast called Midweek Metal Podcast. Anything goes. We are usually a music podcast, but this week thought we'd just do our first episode of Anything Goes. We could talk about anything. I'm here with my media man and metal friend Aaron. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thanks, man. You?
Yeah, very good. Very good. And yeah, man. And this week we have a guest on the podcast, never before on, another metal friend of ours. Daniel, how are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. I guess I'm alright. I mean, done a 12-hour shift today, so I'm a little bit shattered, but a bit of coffee sorts it out, eh?
No worries. Yeah, man. So as I said, this podcast is anything goes, but I thought we'd start off with obviously we are a music podcast. Al, what you been listening to lately?
Um, I've been listening to a lot of Better Lovers because I'm going to see them tomorrow at the Dome in Tufnell Park. So I've been looking forward to that. It's their first UK tour. They haven't even got an album out yet. All they've got is an EP. Apparently, they're playing 40 minutes on their headline set,
I
so
mean,
that would be interesting.
Oh, shit. What is it? That's quite
I
fucking
know,
short.
I know
Uh,
bands with songs longer than that.
yeah, fuck man. I mean, like, what kind of music are they? Or
Well, it's basically they're kind of a little bit of a super group. It's most of Every Time I Die and singer from Dillinger Escape Plan, Greg Carter, I think his name is.
oh yeah, I mean, I heard of Didn't Escape Fan. I've listened to a few
Yeah,
songs of theirs. Got some banging
yeah, they're
tunes.
really good, and I really liked Every Time I Die as well. But they released an album, I think 21, and then broke up before they toured it,
Oh shit, that's a yeah,
and
that's a
then
fucking pain in the arse.
this kind of come out of the ashes a bit. But the EP is really good. Got a big single and it's called uh 30 Under 13. It's really good. So it's always good at the Dome in Tufnell Park as well. Sold out.
Yeah, man, it's always a good
Is it
venue,
like?
man. Um, so Daniel, what you been listening to lately?
Oh, oh, all kinds of stuff really. I mean, the other day I was just listening to King Diamond. Conspiracy album, which is a fucking great album. I mean, King Diamond's first four albums are, top notch. But I've been listening to a lot of David Bowie as well, like especially the album Station Station. That's just a fucking great album. Like one of my favorites. Like it's got to be the favorite of mine. I think Somewhere in Time, Station Station. Yeah, contenders for my top first.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I've just been killing by guilt trip, man. Just constant guilt trip at the minute. I just can't get enough of that fucking album.
Yeah, that
Everyone's
album is fucking wicked.
fucking
Well,
good.
who's that by?
Bad called Guilt Trip. Check them out if you ain't checked them out.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that. What kind of music are they?
Sort of
They're
like
like metalcore.
yeah, metalcore with proper hardcore influences as well. It's a sort of bit of everything entwined all into one. It's great. I love it. The album's just slaps, man. It's from start to finish. The end song's a bit slower, but all of it is
Yeah,
all of it. It's the second album. That's yeah, very good.
it's
Is it
only
like
been out
a
like
is it
2 weeks as well.
is it like when you say a lot of hardcore influences, there's obviously like breakdowns and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's great. It's just, I think you just check it out, man. Just listen to it. It's hard to explain, put into words. It just drives you, man.
Oh,
Just picks
I
you
mean,
up.
I mean, like metalcore is not really like my, like I don't really listen to metalcore a lot. I mean, like, it's not really my kind of thing. But I mean, I'm willing to give something a try. You know what I mean? Like, I like to be surprised. I like to think like, oh, right,
Yeah,
actually, it's pretty damn fucking good. Pretty damn fucking good.
it's not as metalcore as some
No,
metalcore. Like I don't know. It's not it's
it's
not.
more hardcore than it is metalcore, I would say.
Yeah, it definitely is
Yeah.
the hardcore elements to it is massive. But and yeah, it's got I don't know. It's just a cross of some genres all put into one. They're from Manchester, and
Yeah, it's more Hatebreed than it is Parkway Drive.
yeah, definitely.
I know. Like obviously, I know for Hatebreed and that. Hatebreeds. I mean, have you guys listened to like Dying Fetus' new album? Because Dying Fetus have a lot of hardcore elements in the music as well.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah, I haven't
haven't.
listened to it yet.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, I'm not a really big fan of like brutal death metal and that as such, but I don't know. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Dying Fetus. I
Yeah,
mean, I like a lot of hardcore elements in them. They do it really fucking well, and they really incorporate it well so into music. So, pretty
I
good.
saw them at Download once and they're really good.
Oh, how long ago was that?
It must be a good 5 years ago, maybe longer.
I was headline. There weren't headline, weren't they? Was it in like
Nah,
the cycle after?
yeah, they were playing on the third stage, I think.
Nice.
Okay, I mean, like what? All right, so what's the worst band you ever seen live? What's the absolute fucking worst?
Good question. Um, I don't
Yeah,
know. It's easy to say like, oh, the best bands or whatever, but the worst. Blimey,
yeah, the worst.
I don't, I don't know off the top of my head. If anyone's listening and they want to chime in and say this through social media, what's the worst band you ever seen live? Get in touch.
There
But
was one band that we seen at Brixton that were fucking awful. That people really was it Feed the Rhino or something?
something like, yeah, was that? Yeah, I remember that first band on. But
Yeah,
sometime we went and see. Yeah, I don't know if they were the worst band ever. Though.
no,
I don't
they were
know.
one of the that was one of the worst performances I've seen. I did not like them.
Anyone listens, if what they're called, Feed the
Yeah,
Rhino fans, they're shouting now. They go, fuck you, Al.
What do you even have fucking fans? Was that bad? They didn't have any fans or anything like
yeah,
that, or
they were like supporting. I think they were supporting Gojira, weren't
I
they?
think they might have been. But,
well, that's quite a
um,
big fucking band support as well.
Yeah,
what about
that's
you,
very
Dan?
strange.
What's the worst band you've ever seen live?
Oh, this is a fucking hard one. I mean, I asked you guys a question. I can't even answer my own question. Such a fucking hypocrite here. Hypocritical cunt. Alright, I don't know. I don't know if it's worse. I have to think up later. I'm probably into up to what was it conversation. I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, no, I forgot. This is the worst band. But when I can think of on the top of my head right now, Children of Bodom.
Okay,
I
blimey.
I really like Children of Bodom.
I actually I like the studio stuff. I mean, I love the studio stuff, especially early stuff. But when I saw them live, like, it was just fucking shit. Like,
Were they
The-
not? Were they not like the worst band you've seen live? Were they sort of the most disappointing band? Do you think? Is that a better way to
I
put it?
don't, I don't know if I was really anticipating them. I mean, I do love Children of Bodom, but I wasn't there for them. I forgot what
Yeah,
band I was actually there for. In that lineup. But when I saw, obviously, there was a big band, so I thought, right, stick around because a lot of people from the childhood, especially listen to metal, we listen to Children of Bodom. It's unavoidable.
yeah, because
Um,
Alexi was like a legendary guitar player, but
oh yeah,
he kind of fell off towards the end because he had the booze problem, didn't he?
yeah. I think he's always had alcohol problem. I remember I
Yeah, well,
heard a
he's dead
story
now,
once.
isn't
Oh yeah, I mean that's the end of his alcohol problem, I guess.
he? Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately so.
yeah, man. I
That's
remember disappointed, man. I remember we've seen Machine Head loads of times, haven't we? But do you remember when
Oh yeah, the
that
sound's awful.
yeah that one was that Roundhouse or something? We see him at. We see him in the Roundhouse and they were great. And I think we see him again. It might have been another venue. I can't remember. I've seen him
I
so
think it
many
might have been
times.
Brixton.
Okay, and it was yeah, it was just like sounded like it was underwater.
I think that was the gig
oh
that
well,
someone threw a pint and it landed on the sound desk.
oh
It's
fucking
quite
hell,
possible.
for
Yeah, it was
fuck's
rough
sake.
though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's,
I mean, I go, alright, I guess, so when I was younger, right, when I was about fucking, like, I think I was about 12 or 13, and shit like that, I was going to this youth group, right? Well, probably earlier, I don't know, I forgot, but yeah, when I was young, I was going to this youth group, and obviously they're fucking Bible bashers, ain't they? Like, fucking, you have a bit of fun playing with your mates and stuff like that, and obviously, the fucking sermon starts on a Saturday, you know. But then like, so anyway, so I went to this Portsmouth to go to this fucking like, in this convention, that kind of thing, with a youth group, right? And it was just like fucking pastors talking and stuff like that, people fucking falling over, like someone gets a head touch and also they're fucking knocked out on the ground.
One of
I
them,
wish I had that fucking
one of them. What's it?
Telly and Velicist or something
Yeah,
like
yeah, I know,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
awful.
yeah,
Yeah, not ventriloquist. They ain't
Evangelical.
sticking, they ain't sticking
yeah.
their arms like puppets. But
Because because it's like, I knew a schoolmate, right? There was a schoolmate there, right? And he was from like a really Christian family. And there's a few people I know, like one or two or three people from like school, school I know. But so this guy, like fucking his pastors, like, or, people touching their heads, praying over him, and he's fucking shaking like he's in Michael Jackson's Thriller music video and shit like that. And yeah, I mean, years later, it turned out he came out of the closet.
that happens a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, them. Have you seen them? There's huge churches in America. That what they got.
Yeah, Joel Osteen and those guys.
Yeah, man, the
Oh,
mega churches or whatever they are, just flying around in private jets and shit.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, have you ever heard of a guy called Kenneth Copeland?
Is he the
yeah,
weird looking one? The one that's had like looks like he's had loads of plastic surgery and that. Is that the case I'm thinking about? No,
Maybe I don't know. I mean, he looks like a fucking
yeah.
demon.
Kenneth Copeland.
don't know.
Yeah, it's Ricky. If you see him, eyes
Yeah,
pierce your
it
soul.
is the one you're thinking of, Ricky.
Yeah,
He's got like a weird like plastic face.
that's it. Yeah, it is, and it's just its own huge multi. I don't even know. I don't know if they're $1 million or $1 billion churches.
Yeah,
They're huge.
$1 million, like they're worth fucking like they've got like mansions, got their own fucking private stable, obviously fucking private jets and shit like that. So yeah,
have you
that's
seen
what
the
I wanted to
Righteous
come back to.
Gemstones?
The what?
The Righteous Gemstones. It's like a comedy based on taking the piss out of these like evangelical churches
Oh,
and like
is that with
TV anchors.
is that with
It's Danny McBride and John
that's the one.
Goodman.
Yeah, no, I've not seen it, but I know what you mean. Yeah,
It's so good. Like, because they just ripped the piss out of all of this stuff, and then
they're a
I think it's
family,
on
aren't
the
they?
fourth season. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know what
And
you
then like,
mean.
yeah, because like Danny McBride's pretty much good in anything, but
Yeah, man, I love
having them,
that. He plays the same character and everything as well. It's like he
yeah,
just plays exactly the same character. Eastbound and Dad's brilliant, but is and what's the one about the school?
oh, vice principal,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
funny as well. Yeah, I've not seen it. I'm gonna have to watch that. I forget about that. I like Danny McBride, and I always forget about that because it's the newest
yeah,
one, and it's his newest
yeah. It's still because it's still
season.
going. I think they're going on to the fifth season.
Blimey. Yeah, man. John Goodman's he lost loads of weight, didn't he? He was
Yeah,
huge at one point.
Yeah.
He must be getting on now.
I said he's
yeah,
not
he's
proper
got to
skinny
be.
though. Now it looks weird. It doesn't look like John Goodman.
Not the
He's
John Goodman
71.
in, is he? Right.
Yeah,
Not the John Goodman in Big Lebowski, anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
What a film that is.
He's a good fucking actor, though. He's
yeah,
a pretty good actor.
Everyone just knows him as a
Uh,
Flintstone.
yeah.
I've never seen that film. I've never seen it film. I don't think I ever want to see that film. It looks fucking dismal.
I had that on Pirate VHS like back in the day.
Oh, fucking pirates! When you used to like fucking record what was it, stuff on TV, and you had to have adverts, and you have to skip forward the adverts.
Never
Yeah,
done that.
Oh,
Never. Never copyrighted anything.
no, that's
Never.
illegal.
That's legal, then.
you wouldn't steal a car, so
Yeah,
why steal a film? Why pirate?
Do you remember them at the beginning of the movies?
The thing is, I would
yeah.
steal
So
a car.
you wouldn't download a car. It's like fucking weird.
Well, you've got one of these 3D makers, so why not make it download the car now?
Yeah, 3D print it.
True.
Yeah,
People are out there 3D printing guns and stuff now.
I was going to say.
Do you know,
I've read.
go on,
I'm
mate.
sorry.
No, go on.
I've read. What's it? I was reading a story about a case, right, where some guy in prison, right, he made a gun. He made a shotgun out of like bedposts in this like from his belt and other little bits. And apparently his gun was fucking fully functioning. It could break for fucking prison class.
They need to crack down on those arts and crafts lessons they got in prison, don't
I
they?
suppose. How do you do that? Surely you got to have tools to make that. What do you can't make that with a toothbrush with a
Yeah, a razor blade in
with
it.
a razor blade on it. I've had them
Oh,
digging
man.
tunnels through walls, but making fucking shotguns out of bedposts, man. That's a new one for me.
Yeah, I mean, apparently some guy as well, right? So this guy was a fucking genius, and he made keys from
Cheese?
soap, and he made that, yeah, keys, yeah, from soap.
Oh, keys. I thought you
But
said
only man
cheese.
done it,
Cheese.
yeah.
I don't want no prison cheese.
So it gets washed out in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah, what if you forget to take your key off you and you take it in the shower with you? You won't be able to get back in.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that
Oh,
kid.
mate, you dropped the keys.
Did you
You
ever,
dropped the keys, so it's off the soap.
did you ever
Yeah.
see the cyclist about it was like professional cycling and that, and this geezer was a cyclist, and he made his own bike in a shed, and he made it out of washing machine bits and shit, and it was so fast they banned it. They
Oh, for
banned it,
fuck's
man.
sake.
Yeah,
I
man.
just read something that I find completely unbelievable, but Steven Tyler's older than John Goodman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
John Goodman's 71, Steven Tyler's 75.
No.
Oh,
I
hey.
wouldn't have
I
said
mean,
that.
the guy looks good for his age.
Yeah.
Looks good for his age and that. I went to see like I remember I saw Aerosmith at Hellfest like fucking like 2014, and I'm not a big fan of Aerosmith. I don't really like him, but I thought fuck it, like it's the only band of you know like it's interesting I was on. And I thought yeah, they're fucking
Yeah,
legendary.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I had a pretty good fucking time. Yeah, it was fucking banging. It was
Good.
fucking great. Steve Taylor sounded absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I
Nice.
would watch them.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I hate that fucking song from what's that film? Armageddon.
I
No,
don't want to miss
yeah.
a thing.
God, this is like Magic Radio fucking hit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
their like Ed Sandman, isn't it?
I'll tell you what film
it's like
no, I didn't see it the other day, but I see it come up was at 27 hours at Hoyo.
Oh yeah.
If you was in that situation and you could cut off your arm like that?
I don't know. Maybe if or he had no other choice, I guess.
Exactly. If you ain't got, I don't know if I could. Did you
I
ever,
reckon once it gets to a certain point and you're like, I'm either gonna get pecked to death by vultures or I'm gonna cut my arm. I think you probably end up doing it.
because you just like broke his bones and before he cut it off
Yeah.
because
Ugh.
he's
oh man,
his book before that. Do you know what his book was called?
No.
It's great. It was called Stuck Between a Rock and a Hard Place. What a name for that book, man.
It's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's a bit of an understatement as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more like between the rock and the rock.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I'd rather.
I mean,
I think I'd rather lose like I don't know a bottom. If I had to lose a limb, probably a leg from the knee down
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something than an arm, man.
They are
all
easier
right,
to replace than a hand.
I've got a question for you. Would you rather lose your arm or your cock?
I knew you was going to say that. I knew you was going to say. Someone was going to bring it up.
Well, that's done. You know what I mean?
Uh,
That's pretty fucking done.
it's got to be with the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Serious.
So, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Yeah, right-handed.
Okay, so basically, you got either got to cut your arm off or cut your right hand off, or your dick. Because if you're left-handed, it's going to be a bit of an awkward wank, isn't it?
I'm sure you can learn to use it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a bit of a slow learner at times.
This is
I
a
know someone
this is a
used to
family
work with
show.
someone that could write. They could write with both hands.
Oh
Ambidextrous.
shit!
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, can you imagine trying to work? Yo, you get a prosthetic arm. Can you imagine trying to wank with that? Like trying to get the first
Fuck,
to it, like
fuck's sake, Dan.
like,
Who invited you on?
yeah, you can. You haven't banned all his box, you wanker.
I don't think we've ever had as much swearing on a podcast ever.
No.
Oh, sorry,
I'm joking, man. Um,
mate. I hope so. I don't get kicked off.
yeah, man. I've lost all my train of thought now, Dan. Thanks.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
The one thing I thought was really funny today was that what was it? Do you know the rail from
HS2.
London to Birmingham? And it was going to go to Manchester and whatever. Apparently, so I been told. I don't know if it's true that it costs 22 billion quid, and it's like
Yeah.
20 minutes faster.
Is that it?
Yeah, man.
No, it
Oh,
can't be.
It's
Because
a lot of money.
yeah.
For
I
20
mean,
yeah,
you
over a
could,
billion a minute.
I
But
don't know.
one of the funny things,
I don't know if it's true though. Someone can fact check it. But
yeah,
it's like,
one of the funny things is that the Tories afterwards are like, oh yeah, we're gonna put all this other stuff in. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make the tram from Manchester go to the airport, and then they're like, someone was like, it's been going to the airport since 2014. They're probably like, oh, see, delivered that on time.
none of them get outside of London, so
That's what people moan about, though. And as soon as you get outside of London, the government don't give a fuck.
sure.
is there like any point in fucking building new trains and new lines anyway? I mean, because half the time it's going to go on strike anyway.
Yeah, I think all the strikes are cancelled this week.
Yeah, thank
As of
God, because
what is it,
I'm gonna
October?
get the train to. Yeah, there was supposed to be a tube strike tomorrow as well.
Yeah. Good. Was it the Overground as well? I don't know. I don't know why
I'm
we're
not.
talking.
Yeah, I
Talk,
think so.
I don't know why we're talking about such sensible things as Overground train
Yeah,
strikes and. It's very,
it was very
very,
important when I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get to London and back from Northampton. I was like, oh, we're not. I've missed too many gigs because they've cancelled the trains.
yeah, well, everyone
Oh,
uses it. Yeah.
Yeah,
At some point or other,
what's that thing?
messes loads of people up. Go on, mate.
Well, it brings like UK to a standstill as well, doesn't it? Like it's just like fucking. I mean, I love my trains and that. Like, I love traveling by train, and trains I get by everywhere, especially in the UK. And when they cancel that, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Thankfully, I never had to go anywhere while train strikes, so I don't know how it feels.
Have you
yeah,
ever,
not to commute and stuff.
have you been on
I can't empathize.
have you been on the underground or trains in the other countries? I think I've been on the Italian ones, the Italian trains. I ain't been. You've
Yeah,
just
in
been.
What was that
America.
like?
You've been American.
Yeah, New York ones are
I've been,
cool.
I mean, I've been on New York one that was like 15, 16 years ago. I can't remember it, but I heard like New York trains are like fucking mental.
It's
You
just
get
like
like,
the chip. I think everyone just overblows it.
yeah, I mean,
I got a
maybe.
train from Amsterdam to Paris the other week.
Yeah.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, I got stuck in Amsterdam because the air traffic control stuff went down, so I had to get a train from Amsterdam to Rotterdam to Paris, and then I was stuck in Paris overnight. I had to try and get on the train from Paris to London.
You poor bastard.
I was there stuck, right?
How long did that take you?
Oh,
About 2 days.
I
But the,
fucking
the
hate.
train from Rotterdam to Paris is only like 2 and a bit hours. It's not too bad.
No,
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
mean, would you think of Paris, Aaron?
It's a fucking dump.
It's just a shithole. I don't know why people say it's
Yeah,
so fucking romantic.
I know. Maybe it used to be, but it's a dive now.
Well, maybe that's like fucking hundreds of years ago. You know what I mean? Like back in the ancient times. But now it's just well,
Yeah.
when last time I went, it was garbage strikes, right? So it was rubbish
Oh
strikes.
yeah.
So it's like me and my sister and my little brother went, and it's just piles like fucking heaps and heaps of rubbish everywhere. Right. Most of the time, me and my sister were taking pictures of the garbage. instead of the actual site. And my sister was taking a picture of a garbage, and all of a sudden this Frenchman riding across his bike, so lets out his laugh, go, ha ha, and fucks off. It was the most fucking French laugh I've ever heard in my fucking life.
To be
But
fair, I wasn't in the best of moods when I was there because I was stuck in Europe.
Just want to get
But,
and
home.
you're stuck in Paris as
yeah,
well. Paris doesn't help.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but
Yeah,
once I was in Paris, right, and I was in the restaurant, and I don't know how you ask for a bill in fucking France. I mean, we're just like, excuse me, mate, can I have a bill, please? So I started doing it to, the waiter, and he said to me, "You are very English." I was a bit like, I don't know what he means. What does he mean? But yeah, sorry.
very
Yeah, I
English.
went in Starbucks and asked for a black coffee, and the woman looked at me like I was like from another planet. I was like, I just want a black coffee, please.
Yeah, I came back about a week ago from Czech Republic and Poland.
Oh,
Uh,
so how was that?
they were fucking good. I mean, burner was cheap as fuck. I mean, so like the first night I got there, like, I went down to this like metal bar, and it was like underground, and it was like you can only pay by cash, but you can smoke in this bar because there's weird law that if you pay by cash in the bar, like it's cash only, you can smoke in bars like that.
Wow.
Anyway, so I had to stay, and there's this Swedish band on, right? But the other band cancelled out, so these are the only bands. And I felt so bad for them because there was only like three people watching them, including myself. And it was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. There was called Marvel, I think it was, like, um, and yeah, like, it was like pretty good. And I felt bad for them. So when they finished their sets, I just shouted out like one more song, just to like make them feel better. You know,
Give them a tiny
I
encore.
thought I'd do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've done an encore. They've done an encore. Fair play to them. Like they're putting a good set. They had a little bit of a stage presence. It wasn't like, oh fuck this, we just put in minimal effort. They put in a lot of effort, so kudos off them. You know what I mean?
Cool. Where
But
was that?
yeah, I mean, Brno in Brno. Yeah, so it was in Brno.
Where's that in Poland or
Um,
Czech Republic?
oh, Czech Republic.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
it's a
didn't know
nice
where that
city.
was.
Yeah, no, it's a nice city as well. Good beers. Beers only like beers about like £1.70.
All right.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty fucking cheap. So if you want to go on a good weekend bender, Czech Republic. Brno is a bit more relaxed than Prague, apparently, because I've never been to Prague. And if you want to go somewhere really good as well, Krakow in Poland. That's absolutely amazing.
I've heard
But
that.
I think you guys been there.
I've not been there. No.
Gina's been. She loves it there.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's really good. The people are quite friendly there as well. Um, if you go away from main pit down south, and it's like loads of like bars, like nice quirky little bars and stuff like that. They're really good. There's a really good bar called Propaganda as well. Um, but yeah, one thing I'd recommend in Krakow is the fucking museum, the Wax Museum.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing your pictures.
What do you think? What do you
What?
think?
What was it? It was like a Madame Two Swords type of setup,
Yeah,
wasn't
Yeah, it's Madden Two Swords from Wish.
yeah.
it?
It looks like they made all of the wax figures from memory rather than looking at a picture.
Yeah, it's like you go in there, right? And the first thing you see is like the Queen, and she looks like she's on MDMA. She's like Kate Middleton. She's all like a fucking. She's got a shit-eating grin. Her eyes are wide open. It looks like she's about to fucking knock someone out.
It's
She's
angry,
just
angry
standing there,
Queen.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, surprisingly, Prince Philip was the best looking one.
Was it? Was
But
it? Was
it's
it
like the
old
Queen.
Prince Philip though? Was it like
Yeah.
like
No.
Range Rover Prince Philip? Or was it a young Prince Philip?
Well, when you get back from the after. um, no, it was actually. not in his prime, but obviously it's a shitty wax museum. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they was going for. But I think they didn't make it. It looks better than the rest of them. Um, but it was still shit. It was still shit. And the Michael Jackson one as well. The Michael
It was
Jackson one.
it was brilliantly shit, was it? Was that we were? Is
Yeah.
that your verdict?
Oh, as well. Yeah, it was so bad. It's good. It's
That's right.
still, it's still bad for actual wax models, but 10 out of 10 for a good laugh.
Very good.
And especially some wax models are like fucking missing their fingers.
I don't know.
And
Maybe.
like, well done as well, because the Polish hate Russians, right? They fucking hate Russians. So obviously you got the Ukraine-Russian war, and what they've done is that they moved Stalin, Putin, and Vladimir and put them behind bars. It's like chains around fucking Vladimir Putin.
Brilliant.
But Adolf Hitler is to the opposite side, and he's not behind bars.
I don't know what to
And
say.
like,
Que
it
questionable.
looks like, yeah, and it looks like he's like bushes his moustache as well. Like, all you got to do is put a bit of fucking hair on it. You can't get that wrong. But they got it fucking wrong.
Brilliant. Well, it sounds like
But
you had a
yeah,
good time anyway. How did
yeah,
you
it's good,
how
yeah.
did you travel from Czech Republic to Poland? What did you drive? Did you get a train?
So I got a plane from Stanton to Brno,
Yeah.
and next day my mate from Switzerland he drove up through Germany into Brno. So we spent a few days there looking at stuff. We went to a shooting range, which was pretty good. I was getting pretty scared though because like they let you load your own ammunition and ammo in the actual clip. So my hands were sweaty. So my bullets were slipping out. I'm literally sweating fucking bullets.
Throwing bullets.
Yeah. And what you're meant to do is that when you're not like that ready shooting, you're still aiming. You're meant to put your finger on the side of the gun, not on the trigger. But I keep actually
Yeah,
putting.
yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, because I'm getting
Dad's,
fucking nervous here.
Dad's gonna shoot someone or himself.
Yeah,
Accidentally shoot yourself in the foot.
yeah. Well, but soon after shooting, I got a bit more used to it, and then I was ready for school.
I don't know what to
So
say. Dark joke.
Yeah.
it was dark.
Uh, cool.
Cancelled. Yeah, but my mate, we got my mate's camper van. I called it the Ratemobile. So, I don't know why. Then yeah, we drove to Brno. We drove from Brno to Krakow and met some of our friends in Krakow. So yeah, it was good. It was really fucking good. I was
Sounds
How long
good.
did
hungover
it
most
take
of
to
the time.
drive?
About 5 hours, but we
That's not
stopped
too
up.
bad.
But we made a little pit stop at Auschwitz.
Yeah, Gina's been there before. She said it was crazy.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. But do you know what? A funny thing I saw, right? So I like fizzing dark places, but I'm not one of the people who want to take a selfie and say, "Oh, look where I am."
Yeah.
So I think that's a bit like, a little bit disrespectful. And but then I look at the train tracks and I see two Jewish boys like fucking posing in front of a watchtower.
Wow.
Yeah,
They're just
I
tourists, man. I
thought to
suppose.
myself,
I don't know what to
Yeah.
say.
I mean, I was like, I was like, even Jews are doing it. Like they're proper like posing, like like one's like kneeling down in the tracks, the other guy's taking a photo of him. I was like, fuck it now. So
Yeah.
what's the last trip you guys been on?
Me was when I went to Amsterdam and I went bank holiday weekend.
How was it?
Yeah, it's good. I love Amsterdam, man. It's like there's a lot to do. Like I went to the Heineken Museum, which is really good. It's basically
Did you
their
get a
old
free one?
brewery. Yeah, they just give you loads of free beer as you're walking around. And
Fucking
then
nice.
there was a brewery there until like 1988, and now they've just turned it into a museum. They've got loads of like memorabilia and stuff in there, loads cut like a few big bars.
Nice.
Do they
And
do
that's
they
all.
still like do they still like have coffee shops open for tourists,
Yeah,
or is
yeah,
there?
yeah. We was going to loads of them, man. I ate my fair share of cookies and smoked a lot of hash spliffs.
See, I can't. Yeah, I mean, I can't smoke weeds and that because it makes me feel sick. Not that I'm against it. It's just like I've greened down it a few times and gave me PTSD.
Yeah, the cookies I find are much better than smoking it. I don't get as paranoid.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a spice cookie before and it was pretty fucking powerful. It doesn't hit you straight away, but it creeps
Yeah,
along.
it takes
Then
a
also,
while.
but like I've never been to Amsterdam, and people are like, "What? You never been to Amsterdam?" I was like, "No." So I do need to
It's
go
like
there.
45 minutes on a plane from London.
It's really good,
No,
isn't
that's
it?
not so
Yeah,
bad.
I've never been
Yeah,
either.
it's well close.
Just 45 minutes on a
Like,
plane and 2 days to get home.
Yeah, 2 days to get back.
Sorry, I
I
had to
went
put
to
that in.
I went to Anne Frank's house while I was there as well. It was literally the worst thing I decided to do. We all turned up
what's
there.
that?
It's just a house, isn't it? It's just like
Oh,
a
just
very it looked well they turned it into a museum and stuff now, but when you like outside the front of the old real house, it's literally just like a house and like all the rest of them. Everyone's standing around having their pictures taken. Like if it didn't have a sign saying Anne Frank's house outside, you wouldn't even have a clue.
You wouldn't know.
so, so there's
If it
no.
wasn't
It's
for
not
the
like
thousands of tourists outside.
fucking hell. Yeah, I mean, like, so it's not like Arnold Schwarzenegger's house, like like where he was born
Oh
or grew
no,
up from.
Daniel, it's
No.
not.
Not,
How'd you
not,
get?
not necessarily.
How'd you get from Anne Frank to Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh,
Well, I was gonna say because when you picture like famous people houses, and Aaron just said like, it's all plain, you won't even know it's Anne Frank's house, you know, unless you know it is. But Arnold Schwarzenegger's house, and it's like, village where he come from. Um, it's like a big fucking statue of like Arnold Schwarzenegger posing.
yeah. There is
So
a
it's
museum
fucking.
inside this now, but it's sort of around the sides rather than being at the front of it.
Oh yeah,
Really?
what's that like?
I didn't actually go in. We were walking from one place to another, and then we were like, oh, we might as well just go see Anne Frank's house while we're here.
Yeah. So it's one
Oh,
of the
so it's
things.
just
Yeah.
yeah, so it's just past. Like, what about you, Vic? What's the last trip you've been to? What was that
Oh,
like?
blimey, I've been many places in um the last while. Uh, just places around England, York, and went to Canterbury.
Oh yeah.
That
Nice.
was all right. It was a weekend away in the heart of Essex. But yeah, I like York, Canterbury, and we went to the cathedral. It was nice. I like going to York for the medieval side of it. I really like I'm into all that, and yeah, man. But yeah, not not overseas.
What's the last country you've been overseas? Like, if I remember correctly, is Turkey.
No, I went to Rome after that. That was good. That was a couple of years ago. So I think that was just before COVID. I went there. Uh, yeah, that was good. We been to
Yeah.
Rome?
Where would you like to go next?
Not 100% sure, to be honest. Don't know. Don't know. Just I don't know. Holiday away next. Just I don't know, chill out somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
I
Spain
mean,
or something.
I'm going on a cruise in February.
oh yeah, whereabouts?
You got to fly to Tenerife, I think, and then it's just around the Canary Islands for like 10 days.
Oh, that sounds pretty sad. That's fine.
Going
Yeah, so
to
like
going to
different
festivals
places.
cost enough.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's like going on holidays now. The other than festivals, not many places. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I've only been to like one festival, which was like camping in one, and that was like a Hellfest in France. And it put me off camp. It put me off festivals life because like first night, like before all bands start, you pitch up your tent and you get absolutely fucking smashed. And I was apparently my mate said that I slept half in and half out the tent. Now
uh,
my mum bought me this tent, right? This pop up tent. It goes, oh well, I've got your tent. And I was like, oh, all right, cheers. It was fucking embarrassing, like because on the side it said, if a tent is rocking, don't come knocking.
only
I
you know.
was I was like, I was like, for fuck's sake. I was like,
Brilliant.
oh.
Very
And then,
good.
oh yeah, everyone after dinner, I thought, fuck my life, I'm going home.
Cool, man.
But like,
I think,
sorry,
should we wrap up there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll do it
yeah,
again.
yeah.
It was just
No, I think yeah, good.
I thought we'd just do a podcast of anything goes. Maybe we'll get into some deeper subjects next time. I don't know. It was just
We're gonna have to like I'm gonna have to think about what subject and that. Like, obviously you got the fucking like alien body right in Mexico, haven't they?
oh yeah, yeah.
And then
We should talk about all topics like that. Yeah, we should.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
we'll think of topics for four because this one was all off the cuff. So we'll think of
oh yeah,
we'll
all
think of
right,
some before. But yeah, yeah. Thanks for coming on, and
all
Yeah.
right. Cheers, man, partner.
we'll have some other people on.
All
We'll
right,
just yeah, man.
definitely, definitely.
All right.
All
Yeah.
right, well, I'll see you guys later.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.